Hi, this is Vicki, and today I'm going to do a review of the Think Tank Photo Perception Pro. This is a backpack that I really like a lot. I have the smaller tablet bag, and it's very versatile, very well made, and I wanted to review it today because it's part of my travel series. Right now I've been doing some reviews on bags that I've been traveling with. So today I'm actually videotaping this from a hotel room in Utica, Michigan. I just finished up a workshop where we did a small town countryside workshop coordinated with a downtown workshop in downtown Detroit. So it was a lot of fun, really had a great time. I'm sad that it's over, but I did do a little something different on this trip, and that is I carried this backpack on the plane with me. It fit nicely underneath the seat in front of me, and I also had one suitcase, and it was a medium-sized suitcase, and I checked that. So when I was traveling around the airport, I only needed to carry this bag on my back, and I had my personal items and all my camera gear in here, and then when I got to my location, I just had to pick up my one bag at the baggage claim. So it was really nice not to have multiple bags to worry about, especially when you're traveling alone. So everything I needed was in this bag, and because it was the type of workshop it was where I was doing some work in the field, in landscape, and also doing something in cityscape, I carried a bunch of different gear, which is why I opted to bring this bag because it allows me to carry so much. So let's talk a little bit about this bag. It's made by Think Tank Photo, as I mentioned earlier. It's very well constructed. It's a little on the large side, but it does carry a lot, and that's why I have this bag. But on the back side, in typical Think Tank fashion, the back is very well designed. It has a really nice lumbar support on the bottom with a lumbar strap, which I don't use, so I left it tied up the way it was, just so it's out of the way and the cords and the straps aren't dangling everywhere. But it does have a really nice padding on the back side, very comfortable to wear. The straps are extremely comfortable, and it also has these the chest strap, which I rarely ever use these, if at all, but they come on the side and they are adjustable along this blue cord here. It has a strap on the top, so you can easily pick up the bag when you need to. Again, very well padded. It has these little loops on either side, so that if you wanted to attach maybe a little modular pack that maybe you could carry a cell phone in or something like that, you could attach it right there. Think Tank has a variety of things that they, as accessories that you can add to your bag, so I'm sure they'd have something that if you wanted to add to it, you could. Very easy to adjust the straps by lifting up the tab here. It slides out, and pulling down, it adjusts again, so really easy to do. This bag actually has a top compartment. It doesn't zip all the way down, it only zips that little part that I showed you. And on the interior, it has a small sleeve that carries your iPad. And in this case, I have an iPad mini that has a case on it. And I have, it'll fit a larger notebook, but I have a 13-inch MacBook Pro in here. The sleeve is very well padded, and it's deep, so you can fit probably a 15-inch, maybe even larger, in there without a problem at all. So it's hard to show you, but it's just kind of a large open compartment with an inside sleeve for your iPad, mini or full size. So that's the top compartment. On either side, they gave you some webbing so you can fit a water bottle, and it's located on both sides, which is really great because when you're traveling and you're running through the airport and you're trying to hold your bag and trying to hold a water bottle, sometimes you're juggling a little bit too much in your hands, so it's nice to be able to put that in here and you don't have to worry about carrying it. On the top, as in the other Perception bags, the Perception line, there's a little strap here that you just pull out, and it's to attach your tripod. So on the bottom pocket here, you put the legs of your tripod, and then they come up, and you attach the top of your tripod here, and it holds it securely against your bag. And then when you're not using it, it folds in the top, stows away, and you don't even know it's there. In the top compartment here, It's a nice soft lined pocket. On the one side, it's just nylon on the other. I have my cell phone in there. This is a iPhone 6 with a Mophie juice pack attached to it. So it's a little bit bulky and a little bit longer than the normal iPhone 6, and that fits in there. That's all I keep in there, but it's about pretty deep for a front pocket. But it's nice to have that there. In the second pocket, I have a Tom Bihn pouch, clear organizer pouch with my travel documents. So I have my boarding pass and my itinerary in there. And then I also carry a notebook, which I just squished, but a notebook in there when I'm on the plane and I need to make any notes. This bag, this pocket is actually very deep. It goes all the way to the bottom of the bag. So it's pretty wide, the length of the width of the bag, and it's deep, so that's really nice. And in this other pocket, which again is designed to be for your tripod feet, I actually keep a camera emergency kit and my field notes notebook, and that's all I have in there right now. And there's still plenty of room. I can add some additional items if I wanted to. So that's what's on the front of the bag. Again, really nice profile, very soft nylon. Really like the construction of this bag. Very sturdy. I think it's going to last a really long time. So let's take a look inside and see what I'm carrying with me. Again, as I mentioned, this type of workshop required me to bring a few different lens types because I was going to be doing landscape, I was going to be doing macro possibly, I was going to be doing a bunch of different things, cityscape, so I wanted my street lens, my 17 millimeter, so I had a lot of stuff in here. But on the top here, nestled in the top of the bag, it was very full, filled right up to the top. But this little bag is my Tom Bihn organizer bag, which is a packing cube, but also doubles as a walk-around bag. Again, I got it in the bright color. It's not exactly something for a night out on the town, but it is something that's very utilitarian, and I love it. You can fold it up. It's very thin, but it's very durable, water-resistant. Made by Tom Bihn, and it has 2 clips on either side, and inside of it I have a shoulder strap so I can carry it when I want to. The front side thing just has a couple of tissues, a pen, some gum, and then on the inside I have the strap for it, my glasses to read on the plane, my keys when I get to the airport and I need to drive home, so that's secure in there, attached by a key strap. My wallet, which has my passport, my money, and then I also have my bag of cords, which is also in a Tom Bihn clear organizer pouch. This has my headphones for the plane. I have some cables for my phone and other things that I usually use when I'm on the plane, so that's handy to have. But I like to have that very accessible. Again, I just stuffed it in the top of the bag and it fit there very nicely. So as you can see, I've already taken a lot of stuff out here and I've just started digging in. This is my Tenba Pack Light, which I've reviewed in another video. So this unfolds itself and becomes a small bag that allows me to carry my gear very light when I'm doing street photography. I don't want anything big and bulky. This unfolds and it's a great thing. Check out my other video for that. On the very bottom of the bag, it folds out nicely, which is what I love about this bag. It has webbing on each side so that it's not going to fall flat. But it's nice because you could just open it really wide like I'm doing here. You can see that it's easily accessible. All your items are accessible right from the top. So you don't have to lay the bag flat down like traditional bags that you're laying down here and getting your gear out like this. You could just simply stand the bag upright, reach into the pouch, and grab what you need. So this top one here is it has little labels on it, as if you wouldn't figure out what they're for, but that's what they included in the bag. The top one I'm actually filming with the camera that's usually right here, which is my Olympus OMD EM5 Mark II with a 12 to 40 mounted on it with the grip, with a tripod plate. Fits in this very securely, and you can use the drawstring to pull on if you wanted to tighten the pouch so you could be sure it wouldn't fall out. But unless you turn the bag upside down, it's not going to fall out. The other top compartment, I have my Rokinon 7.5 wide fisheye lens. I have 2 think tank pouches of my batteries. 4 batteries there, and an extra lens, a body cover and rear lens cap. That fits in the top compartment here, which also has divider that is removable. So they make it configurable, and this also had a divider that I removed because it fit my camera perfectly. But if you had a smaller camera, or you wanted a camera, carry your camera without the lens on it, and you wanted to separate it, you could do that. These also just push in. If you wanted to use this as a different type of bag, you can just squash these and they would fall right flat. There's another pouch right here underneath, which is empty right now, and I'll tell you why, and that is because I have a Tenba BYOB9, and the reason I'm carrying this inside this bag is because it is the companion to the Tenba Pack Lite. So this is the insert for this bag. When I'm going out for street shooting, I take this. If I need to take all of my gear, I'm taking this. So packing one bag, I'm able to have 2 configurations, which is wonderful. 3 if you count the bag that's actually I use as a purse. So let's look at what I have inside this Tenba, and you'll see just how much I'm carrying in here. It's actually quite nice. I have a spare body, and this is the Olympus OMD EM1 with the 9mm body cap lens on it. So it's virtually flat, and that was my Peak Design wrist strap that just fell on the floor. I have in this compartment here the Olympus OMD, Olympus 60mm, and on the other side, packed in its little pouch, is the 17mm. So this little bag, again, very versatile, carries a bunch of stuff in it. Just pack that really quick and zip it up, and then I can just put it right back in the bag. But it's nice to have that flexibility of having this equipment secure in a larger bag and then able to use it when I get to my destination to use as a street bag. Okay, here's again, another pocket that's on the bottom, which I squished because I was putting that Tenba in there. But next to the Tenba, in its own little pouch, is the Olympus 40-150 2.8 Pro lens. So that's all the gear that I had in the bag in these various pockets with the Tenba at the bottom so that I could carry. And again, that was on its side. And it carried all of that gear. So it's really fantastic that I was able to carry all of that. On the back side of the bag, or you could say it's actually the front side, there's a zippered pouch, and in it I have my Lenscoat wallet with my media cards. I have lens cloth, lens wipes, so that's all in there, and that's zippered and secure. They provided a key strap of sorts, a little Velcro strip there that you can attach your keys to it. Another pocket, which I have my Allen wrench for my tripod head, and I have my business cards in there. 2 pen holders, one for my lens pen, one for my other pen for my field notes, and then there's also 2 mesh pockets on the very bottom of the bag that you can put anything. They're empty right now, but you can put anything you want in there. They're a little bit flexible and a little bit stretchable, so you can put some stuff in there. So as you can see, very big bag, a lot of versatility, holds a lot of gear, and I highly recommend it. It's a great complement to my smaller Perception tablet when I'm traveling and I don't need as much gear. I can bring that one. When I want to bring a lot of stuff and I need to carry my laptop, this is the bag I would use. Highly, highly recommend it. It's the Think Tank Photo Perception Pro. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, catch all the other videos I've been doing, and there'll be more to come. Check out my blog at www.victoriadiaz.net. Thanks again.